Last week's game was a big win for us for the program, university, our fans, alumni. Battle of the Bay, it's a 3-year stretch where they've gotten the best of us in some close games, and we wanted to get that turned around, and we was able to accomplish that. But bigger than that, we wanted to stay undefeated in the conference, keep our eyes on the prize at the end of the road, which is the Celebration Bowl conference champs and possibly the playoffs. And we was able to keep that and stay in control our own destiny. We knew it was going to be a tough game. It always is. You can throw the records out, even though both of us had good records, 2-0. In that game, you can throw the records out. Don't matter what the records are. Both teams are going to compete because of it's across the bridge, and they went to the same high schools and church and barbershops and go to the same parties and things of that nature. So it really don't matter the records. Those guys are going to fight you, and we're going to fight them regardless of the record. And it was another Battle of the Bay type game. I said it before. I thought the last team with the ball, was going to have a chance to win the game, and that's where it was. So it was a great win for us, and we're glad to get it behind us, and now we're looking forward to FAMU.
Thoughts on FAMU?
FAMU, I told the team, I think FAMU's, no disrespect to anybody else, but I think FAMU's the second best team we played all year. Of course, Ohio was the best team, and I thought FAMU outplayed Norfolk State. They just didn't beat them on the scoreboard. They got those two scores for touchdown, one for 48, one for like 96 yards, and that was the difference in that ball game. But FAMU basically dominated them in the stats, up and down the football field, but Norfolk got away with the W. So, and then watching tape on these guys play, they're very explosive offensively. That quarterback is dangerous. He can throw the ball. He's a dual threat. They got a lot of weapons at wide receiver, got a great running back. And then defensively, they're playing good on defense. They're flying around, they're hitting hard, and special teams, they're playing well. They got some guys back there that can take it to the house. So they got a complete team. They 1-3, but they played some pretty good teams. They played Central, played A&T, lost to Norfolk, and then they got one win in the conference. But they haven't played any cupcakes. So they played the top two teams in the past 3 years in North Carolina Central and A&T, and lost to those two teams in both competitive games. Last week in North Carolina A&T game, they was 7-7 early in the second quarter, and FAM had the ball and about to score, trying to reach across the pylon, and the ball came out of the guy's hand and went through the end zone, and therefore it was a touchback. And so instead of being 14-7 FAM, it's 7-7, and now A&T got the ball. So that was a huge, huge play, momentum-wise, in the football game, and kind of took the air out of FAM there a little bit. Next thing you know, it was 21-7. So this is a very, very, very good football team, and we got to play one of our best games of the year and take care of the football if we want to come out of here with a W.
Your defense seems to be just staying really solid. And it's certainly enabled you to win a couple of games. So just general thoughts on how they've been looking.
They've been playing well, very well. And I said at the beginning of the season that the defense was going to be our strength of our football team, and we had to lean on the running game until we bring these young quarterbacks and inexperienced wide receivers along. And it's kind of been playing out just the way I planned it, and I thought it would be. And so now, the running game, the offensive line is playing well and blocking in the running game and giving the quarterback time to throw. Now we got to start picking it up on offense. We have to continue what we do in the first quarter. Last 3 games, first quarter, we scored 2 touchdowns in each game, and then we don't score again, or don't score any more touchdowns, except for the Monmouth game, we scored 1 more. But we have to continue doing what we're doing in the first quarter. We come out with great game plans, and the guys are executing them, and then all of a sudden, boom, we just start making mistakes and getting penalties. So we got to keep our composure and continue doing the things that we were successful doing in the first quarter, in the second, third, and fourth quarter, and we'll be fine on offense. And we know the defense will be there for 4 quarters to keep us in the game and give us opportunity to win the game.
Yeah, that's a good point about the first quarter, is there anything that you've noticed that disappears from the start to the rest of the game in terms of intensity or the execution or anything?
The only thing I could say is we don't turn the ball over in the first quarter, and we don't make a lot of penalties in the first quarter. Now, going into the game, when I watched the TV copy, they said we was number one in the league in least penalized yards. So we was the least penalized team, yardage-wise, in the MEAC going into the Norfolk State game. I don't know where we are right now, but I'm pretty sure we probably still 1 or 2. But it's just timely penalties that we haven't been able to recover from. Get us, first and 20s, first and 15, second and 15, things of that nature that we haven't been able to overcome. So the biggest thing that I can say or point to is we don't turn it over in the first quarter, and we don't make a lot of penalties in the first quarter, and we execute. And then, later, the next drives that we get stopped, normally it's because of a penalty, something that we did to ourselves. So it's very correctable. We can get it corrected, and we just have to do it.
You, I think, in the second half, only threw once. Went to that formation, which I don't think I've seen
Hammer.
this year.
Hammer.
Hammer? That was what, two?
2 fullbacks, 2 tight ends.
Yeah. Have y'all done that this year? Before Norfolk State?
I don't think so.
Yeah. It seemed to work really well for you.
Yes, it does. And it's really nothing but heart in the offensive line and the tight ends and fullbacks. Those guys, us wanting a little bit more than them, and because it's just smash mouth football. And we knew their defense came in leading the FCF in points. Defense scored, and we didn't want to keep the game wide open and make a mistake. Somebody come around the edge, sack the quarterback, scoop score, pick six, fumble, scoop score. And so we wanted to make sure that we didn't get them a turnover that can change the game momentum-wise and give them life. So we kind of took the air out the ball in the third and fourth quarter, trying to get the game over with and get out there with a W and not turn the ball over, because I said last week that if we didn't turn the ball over, we'll win the game. And we didn't turn the ball over and we won the game. So it ain't about style points all the time. We want to throw for a certain amount of yards or this or that. It's about winning the football game, and we did what we had to do to win the football game.
Is the offensive line kind of an unsung hero of the team? Because you were very successful in doing that and running the ball in that game, and you pretty much kept the quarterbacks pretty clean this year.
Yeah, we have. We haven't given up a lot of sacks. The offensive line is blocking tremendously well. And in the running game, we're going over 100 yards. Yaki had a couple 100-yard games. And McKenzie's been rushing the ball well. So, yeah, that's all on those guys up front. Those guys up front are doing a tremendous job of opening up holes and protecting the quarterback. And that's where it starts. And, when those guys are doing that, you're going to be successful. And so it's no secret that we got a good offensive line. The skilled guys and the quarterbacks and running backs get all the credit, get all the glory, get all the interviews. But those guys are winning games for us up front on both sides of the football.
You moved Gould from tackle to guard or vice versa?
From tackle to guard.
Yeah. Is that a hard thing to do usually?
Yes, it is. But Gould's a great athlete. Gould could play center. Gould is the backup center. He when G had to go out for a snap, he won the game and played center at one of those games. I can't remember now. But then G came back in the next play. Of course, Gould was telling him to go out, but we told Gould, get your butt out. So Gould could play all three positions on the offense line. And he could play some tight end if we needed him to play tight end. Yeah, his hands are decent, and he can move a little bit. So he's a great athlete.
Do you have many guys who can play guard and tackle both?
No, not guard and tackle. Donovan Johnson. Donovan Johnson has played guard and tackle for us in games. G's played guard and center for us in games, and that's probably it.
Yaki seemed to be more noticeable, I guess, on my end for this game. He kept getting better second half, kept riding him. He broke off that. We were talking about when he tight roped the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
Got shorted about 5 yards. Just talk about him.
Yeah, but Eric, the guys realized that, we was about to play some smash mouth football, and it's contagious. It starts with the offensive line and the blocking, and then the running backs understand, look, we about to give you the ball, and we're gonna bloody your nose and bloody their nose, and Yaki and McKenzie was up to the challenge and said, give me the ball, and they wanted the ball, and they ran like they wanted the ball. And the one on 3rd down and 15, like you say, the Yaki went around, tightrope the sideline and stayed in bounds. I didn't know it at that time, but I saw the TV copy. We got the first down by 4 yards. And, they missed it. They missed it. And they're human. That's all I can say is they are human just like we are. And that was a big play because that would have gave us a first down in midfield and opportunity to go up and put a lot more pressure on those guys, and wasn't able to do it. So, and I asked the official on my sideline, why aren't they reviewing that? I think that's a first down, and he was like, Coach, it's obvious. It was obvious that he was short. That's why they're not reviewing it. So I said, okay, but they missed it. It happens.
Don't you have a challenge anymore to use?
Yeah, we had a challenge, but like I said, when I asked the referee, he told me, oh no, it's clear. And it was on that side of the field where I really couldn't tell. I thought the guy stepped out from how the referee came in. I thought he stepped out. That's what he was saying, but he just missed it.
Shai looks like a runner who can be a physical smash mouth guy. Yaki physically doesn't look that part, but he has been that lately.
He has. He was durable last year. He put on a couple pounds. A couple. And got in the weight room and got a little stronger. And he's a tough guy. He's a tough guy. He wants to run in between the tackles. He gets mad when we take him out. And, he's just competitive. And I got a little mad with him because he was getting a little angry when we took him out last week. And so he's not going to start this week because he need to understand that nobody's bigger than the team. Do your role. And when coach say come out, come out. Because if you don't, you got attitude, then I can fix that. So hopefully he get a little mad and rush for 200 yards when he come in.
Oh, I noticed Brandon's back playing, Brandon Cox.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a wide receiver now?
He is a backup quarterback and wide receiver.
A backup to both spots?
Yes, sir. Well, Brandon Green's still the number 2 quarterback.
Right. So he'd be
But, yeah, Cox is still playing the position of quarterback. We just have to see.
Welcome back to the HU Pirate Sports Network. I'm Jerome Barber here, Mike's side with the winning Coach Maynor. Welcome back from a misty Battle of the Bay.
Yes, sir. Glad to be back and glad to get the losing streak over with.
Yeah.
The 3-game losing streak against Norfolk, and you take your hats off to those guys. They played us tough, and we made one more play than we did the last 3 years. But this year, we made one more play than they did, and more importantly, we still 3-0, control our own destiny, and keeping our eye on the prize, which is winning the championship, playing the Celebration Bowl, or going to the playoffs.
Perfect. A cloudy day. They were hoping for better weather, but it seems like every time we play Norfolk State over there for the Battle of the Bay, the weather doesn't want to cooperate. And normally what happens, because I announce the games here at home, is they give those weather alerts that if there's any flare-up of lightning close by, they shut the game down. And that's exactly what y'all did in the first half, Coach. Y'all shut it down. Y'all had your own version of thunder and lightning. I guess I got to say Mac attack and a Yak attack with McKenzie as well as Johnson doing some great work on the field.
Yes, sir. Both of those guys are doing a great job. They understand their roles, and it was really, you got to give the credit to the offensive line. They're doing a tremendous job getting a hat on a hat. And when they do that, get a hat on a hat and get these guys some running lanes, they're very dangerous. And then even if one guy, they can make one guy miss or break a tackle. And that's what they've been doing. They've been getting a hat on a hat and allowing these guys to do what they do best, which is run the football. 16-14 win, and didn't make it easy. Had you doing some intense coaching there towards the end. Yeah, we got to work on that. And you know, the guys thought the game was over before it was, and we gave them a couple opportunities to win the game. Fortunately for us, they didn't capitalize on them. But we're going to use those as learning experiences, so it won't happen again.
Now this will be the third week here, and you know you're successful, but you got a Savannah State homecoming, you got a Norfolk State Battle of the Bay, and then you come back to Armstrong Stadium for our homecoming. 3 games that have extracurricular activities that kind of feed into the atmosphere of the game. Pretty emotionally draining 3 weeks that you're entering into. How do you prepare? Matter of fact, how did you prepare the guys for Norfolk State?
Well, you know, Norfolk, we tried to take it, knowing that, you know, these guys, it's impossible to get it out of their minds that they're playing against their buddies that they grew up with and played against in high school, and they texting and tweeting all week long. But you got to try to make them keep their eye on the prize and stay focused. I understand that they beat you the last 3 years, and you need to get focused, and we need to play at a high level and get this W. And we was able to do that. This week is homecoming. You know, I kind of gave you guys Monday and Tuesday to enjoy homecoming, which is not a lot going on Mondays and Tuesdays. But starting today, it's no more homecoming for us. You know, homecoming is everybody's coming to the football game. And they want us to win, because if we don't win, we're going to mess up everybody's homecoming. So our job is to get focused, be prepared, and play a great game and get the W on Saturday. And that's what we're going to be prepared to do. Now, on the other hand, the next 2 games are homecomings too.
Yeah.
You know, we still got Bethune and South Carolina State. Central won't be, but Bethune and South Carolina State is their homecoming. So we're going to try to do something about all these people's schedules for homecoming.
Definitely. Well, it's our homecoming. We're going to rock that blue and white on Saturday, 2 o'clock kickoff time. And we got FAMU coming in, the Rattlers, and they've had some pretty tough outings coming in. Of course, you know, your motto has always been, fear no one, respect all. You know, a lot of respect goes out to FAMU, and I think who they are is much better than the record that they have today.
Most definitely, best 1-3 football team in this conference. Coach Wood is doing an excellent job with those guys. He got that program headed in the right direction here in his 3rd year. They're playing hard. They're very competitive. You know, they're 1 or 2 plays away from being 3-1 or 4-0. And so I told everybody the 2nd best team we played all year. And so we're going to play one of our best football games to get out here with a W.
Definitely. It's a homecoming parade in the morning, but the main event, there is a football game. The main event is at 2 o'clock. That's our kickoff time here at Armstrong Stadium. Coach, go ahead and give that special invitation. I know we got alumni coming back, got plenty of guys that used to play on the gridiron here. A lot of chatter around.
I normally tell y'all to come on out, make sure you get your tickets, but I'm telling you now, you better get them today, because everybody else is coming back, and you know it's going to be sold out. So get your tickets today, Wednesday, and come on out, support the guys. It means so much, and looking forward to seeing y'all Saturday.
Beautiful weather forecast, great day. When you look up in the sky, you see what? Blue and white. And we'll be rocking the blue and white here at Armstrong Stadium. Jerome Barber, once again, along with Coach Maynor, inviting you to our homecoming celebration here at Armstrong Stadium. And here at the HU Pirate Sports Network, we close out by always saying, Go Pirates!